How to make your mind strong and become mentally tougher. Life is hard and it's only getting harder because the dumber people get, the harder life's going to get. And there are a lot of things that are making our lives easier in the sense of like technology and getting things done. But at the same time, those things are making our life harder. Things like social media and things that are screwing up our brain, they're making our lives so much harder than they have to be. And in order to get to where you want to go or become who you want to be or make things happen, you have to have a strong mindset. If you have a weak mindset, life is going to push you down on the ground, kick you in the ribs, take your lunch, and talk about your mom. And you don't want that. So here are 10 ways to make your mind strong and become mentally tougher. Number one is get your emotions and feelings under control. If you do not have your emotions and feelings under control, meaning that something happens, you feel emotions, you feel feelings, and you instantly react. Oh my God, I'm going to be upset. I'm going to be triggered. I'm going to be angry. I'm going to be outraged. That stuff is just making your life harder because you're just constantly, you have no constant in your life. You're an emotional roller coaster. Everyone else sees you as an emotional roller coaster, and your life is just completely out of control and chaotic. And you could never make progress because you take one step forward and then two steps back the next day, and maybe two steps forward the next day and four steps back. And it just is a constant cycle of just not being able to keep your head on straight. No matter what happens, you become addicted. Your brain literally goes on autopilot. It gets literally used to, you program your mind on how to respond to situations. So if you don't ever practice calming yourself down and keeping yourself under control and keeping yourself calm when things are going wrong or aren't going your way, your brain is going to always be on autopilot and you're always going to respond and look like a moron, and it's never going to change. You're never going to get anywhere, and it's just weak. You're going to have a weak mindset because that's what weak people do. Weak people feel emotions and they respond to them. Why? Because they read here, they see this video that says it's okay to respond to your emotions. Let it out. Let it out. Don't hold emotions inside. And all this stuff, and that's incorrect. Absolutely incorrect. The more you practice, you feel emotions between stimulus and response, you feel an emotion and you say, okay, I'm feeling this emotion, but I'm going to work on how I react to it. This emotion makes me want to be outraged. It makes me want to react. It makes me want to scream, makes me want to yell, makes me want to act like a victim. But I decide. I have control over how I'm going to react, and I'm not going to react that way. I'm going to allow those emotions to be there, but I'm not going to be forced to react to them. What will happen is the more time goes by and the more reps you get in practicing that, the easier it becomes until it becomes second nature. Something happens, okay, emotion comes up, okay, there it is, and no response. I'm good. All good. Number two, forget how you feel. Another thing mentally weak people do is they prioritize the way they feel. Oh, well, I'm feeling this way, and they focus on that. They focus on how they're feeling. Oh, I shouldn't go to work today. I need I need a mental health day. I need an emotional health day. I'm not feeling 100%. I'm not going to go to work. I'm just going to lay in bed and watch Days of Our Lives or whatever people who think like that do. I'm going to sit here and sew a quilt. You can't focus on how you feel. What you got to do is, there's the emotions. Okay, check. And are these things going to stop me from doing what I have to do today? Negative, not going to happen. Emotions are there, hi, but you ain't going to stop me from doing what I got to do today. I'm not going to focus on my feelings. I'm going to focus on my targets. I'm going to focus on my goals. I'm going to focus on what has to be done. Number 3, understand life only sucks if you suck. So there are people, and my dad used to say this, life's a bitch and then you die. And I believe that for many, many years. Oh, life's hard. Life's hard from the minute you're born to the minute you go to the grave. Life is hard. You just got to scrape by, You're just in a constant tornado and you guys got to find something to hold on to. Well, I believe people with weaker mindsets think that way. I personally don't think that way. I personally think if you allow life to kick you around, it's going to kick you around. It's going to take your lunch pail, it's going to open it up and dump your sandwich on your face and then step on it if you allow it to. Life sucks if you suck. But if you don't suck, which is I'm going to get up early, I'm going to work hard, I'm going to work out, I'm going to make my body strong, I'm going to read books, I'm going to watch videos, I'm going to attend seminars, I'm going to put positive stuff into my brain because I want a strong mind. I want a strong body. I'm going to get up every day and I'm going to attack life. I'm going to make things happen for myself. Nobody is going to make what I want to happen in my life. Nobody's going to make it happen for me except for me. Because if I don't do nothing, life is going to have its agenda with me. And I ain't letting that happen. I ain't bending over for life. I'm going to bend life over. Simple as that. So if you wake up every day with the mindset of, I am going to be stronger than life, I'm going to be harder on life than life is on me, you will have a good life. You will have less problems. You will have more opportunities. You will have more happy moments. You will have more moments where you're at peace, where you just look around and you're like, ain't that bad. I don't understand what other people are doing, but my life ain't that bad. Why? Because you wake up and attack life every day. You work harder than everybody else is willing to work. You make 100% sure you are not going to let life kick you around. Life only sucks if you suck. So if you suck, you're sleeping in late, you're not doing what you're supposed to do, you're not going to work, you're showing up late, you're losing jobs, you don't know how to communicate with people, you don't know how to build relationships, you're not reading books, you're not improving your mindset, you have a weak mind, you're surrounding yourself with social media, you're on TikTok, you're watching stupid-ass videos that are making you dumber. You aren't focused on becoming stronger. You suck. So guess what? Your life is going to suck. Simple as that. Number 4, stop feeling sorry for yourself. Weak people feel sorry for themselves. Oh, life is hard. We're just a humble family and we try to do what we can. We scrape by, I go to work, I give it the best I can. I come from humble beginnings and I do the best I can. I drive this little beater. I eat bologna sandwiches every day. That's feeling sorry for yourself. Oh, me, life is hard. I'm just a victim. You can't think like that. You cannot feel sorry for yourself. It's, yeah, life is hard. Yes, I'm feeling this way. Yes, I'm having these emotions. No, I don't like it. But do I feel sorry for myself? No. Why? Because I got to go through it just like everybody else does. And I am making the conscious decision. I am not going to feel bad about this. I have a choice. I can choose every single day that I don't want life kicking me around. Is life going to kick me in the face sometimes? Yeah. Am I going to feel sorry for myself? No, because I've already told myself this is going to happen. I already knew this was going to happen. I'm having a great day, sun shining, bam, life kicks you in the face. I knew it was coming. I was expecting it. And that's what happens. You can't feel sorry for yourself. You just have to say, okay, I got kicked in the face. Oh, look at this. I'm on the ground. There's gravel all around me. My elbows are scraped up. I'm all jacked up from getting kicked in the face. What do I got to do from here? Well, I got to get up And then you focus on that. You focus on what do I got to do to get up and get back to where I was and move forward from there. Number 5, stop worrying about everyone else. Weak-minded people are like, well, I want to do this thing, and but first I want to get on TikTok and Facebook, and I want to see if other people are doing it. Because if other people aren't doing it, I'm not going to do it. You can't think like that. I want to do this thing. I know it's going to work. I know it's going to make money. I know it's going to improve my life. I know it's going to do this. I know it's going to do that. I don't care if other people are doing it. I don't care. I know it's right for me, and I'm going to do it. If I'm right about what I'm doing, if I'm right, other people will be looking at me. Other weak-minded people will be looking at me and saying, I need to do what that guy's doing. Number 6, understand things don't happen if you don't make them. So a lot of people, they just want to sit around and be lazy, and they want to try to figure out, how do I make money without having to do anything? How do I become rich while sitting on my ass and doing nothing? Besides winning the lottery, not going to happen. Even people who make residual income, right? Like YouTubers. Let's say YouTubers who make residual income. You see them with the Lamborghinis, you see them Ferraris, you see them renting the chopper or living in the big old house. How do you think they got there? You think those videos just made themselves? All those videos that you subscribe to and that you like and you comment on, you think those videos made themselves? They put in hours and hours and hours and days of recording and editing and studying and improving and getting better. They did it. The videos didn't record themselves. They had to do it. If you have to do the work once or you have to do it 100 times, it's not going to happen if you don't make it happen. And that's all that matters. You can sit here forever. Oh, well, I don't want to do this thing. The sooner you do it, the sooner it's going to be done. It doesn't happen if you don't make it happen. If you, oh, well, I want to work out and I want to get in shape. Well, you think those weights are just going to place themselves in your own hands? You think McDonald's is just going to stop shoving itself in your mouth? No. Things don't happen unless you make it happen. Things don't stop happening unless you make them stop happening. People with strong mindsets understand that that's the way it works. They don't focus on how they feel about it. They just understand that's a truth about life, and they do it. Man, I sound like an asshole right now. Sorry. Number 7, stop caring how difficult things are. Another thing, weak-minded people, they see the thing they want to do. I want to be a YouTuber. I want to write books, or I want to do this, or I want to build that, or I want to invent this thing. But before they get started, they look at, well, how much work's involved? Oh, that's going to be hard. That's going to be difficult. I don't know if I want to do all that. That sounds, man, that's a lot harder than sitting around and scrolling through my phone. I don't know if I want to do all that. People with strong mindsets, they don't even focus on the difficulty. They literally don't even address it. They say, okay, I want to do A, B, and C. What are the steps involved? Okay, there's about 100 steps involved in doing A, B, and C. And if I do these things, they're going to get me this result. Where's the part about it being difficult? Doesn't exist. People with strong mindsets don't say, well, how hard is it? Oh, how difficult is that? How uncomfortable is it going to make me? They don't worry about that. They say I want to accomplish this thing. If I accomplish this thing, I'm going to make this amount of money. And with that amount of money, it's going to do this for my life. So what's involved? A, B, C. There's about 100 steps involved. Where do we start? Let's start with step 1. Let's go. And then they just go. Number 8, set no limits on what you'll do to succeed. So when they figure out A, B, and C, and there's 100 steps involved, they don't look at those 100 steps and say, God dang, man, 100 steps? That's a lot. That's too much. I can't do 100. I could do maybe 12, maybe 14, maybe 11, but I ain't doing no 100. People who succeed, people with strong mindsets, they don't set limits on what they are willing to do to succeed. They're like, oh, 100 steps? Okay, I'll do 100. Oh, there's 1,000? Okay, I'll do 1,000. It'll take a little bit longer to do it, but I'm still going to do it. Oh, there's 10,000? Okay, as long as that thing gets me the result I want, I'm going to do it. There are no limits on what they're willing to do. So if you want to accomplish more stuff in your life, stop setting limits on what it is you're willing to do. Number 9, keep commitments to yourself. When you say you're going to do those 100 steps to get that thing done in your life, to get that money, to improve your life, to make things happen, you said you were going to do it. Now you got to do it. It's not like, oh, I did 12 steps and I know I said I was going to do it, but nah, I ain't doing that. Nobody else is doing it. Why should I do it? No, it doesn't work that way. It's, I said I was going to do this thing and I'm going to do it. Because if I don't do what I said I'm going to do, now I'm a wimp. Now I'm a pushover. I could have achieved this thing and made this money and made this thing happen. But instead, I was too focused on my feelings. I was too focused on how difficult it was. I was too focused that nobody else is doing it. So why should I? It doesn't work that way. I made a commitment to myself. And I'm going to do it. So on this channel, Declare War on Yourself, in the first year, I made a commitment to myself. I'm going to do 500 videos. Guess what I'm doing? I'm doing 500 videos. Why am I telling you this right now? You could hold me to it. 500 videos. See, if you're an average person, you got a weak mind. You're like, oh, God dang, 500? That's what? 500? 500. That's my number. That's what I got to do to reach the target that I'm trying to reach, to accomplish what I'm trying to accomplish. 500 videos. There is no limit to what I'm willing to do to get what I want for my life. And number 10, quit caring what other people think. At the end of the day, weak-minded people have a plan and they say they're willing to do it and they want to do it. But then somebody comes along with an opinion or a judgment and it convinces them not to do it. And they're like, well, what if I fail? What if I fail? What if I embarrass myself? What if my family judges me? Or what if my friends make fun of me? Or what if people watch my videos at my job and they all make fun of me and I'll feel embarrassed? Strong-minded people don't care. They're like, have at it. I'll give you the link to all my videos. Watch them all you want. I could give a shit what you think. Because strong-minded people are like, while you're sitting there judging me, caring what I'm doing, and paying attention to me instead of paying attention to yourself, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, I'm going to be living in the house. You're not. I'm going to be driving the car. You're not. I'm going to be having the life and the happiness and the peace of mind and content or whatever that you're not. I'm going to be having the bigger problems that come with more money that you're not. And that's why stronger-minded people don't care what other people think, is because they understand. As long as I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, the rules and principles and boundaries that I set in my own mind, as long as I know that I'm following those things, it doesn't matter what anybody thinks. My own mother could be like, I'm going to disown you if you don't stop following your dream or trying to reach goals or hit your targets. And I'll be like, all right, well, I won't change my numbers, so you know when to call me. That's how, for me, at least, that's how I feel about it. I don't care what other people think. Strong-minded people don't care what other people think. They do what it is they gotta do, and they only worry about themselves. So let's review. How to make your mind strong and become mentally tougher. Number 1, get your emotions under control. Stop reacting to things. Stop being upset. Stop letting things affect you. Stop letting things get under your skin. Number 2, forget how you feel. Focus on what you're supposed to be doing. Stop focusing on how you feel about it. If the thing's got to be done, focus on the fact that it's got to be done. Stop focusing on how it makes you feel. Number 3, understand life only sucks if you suck. Life is easy if you live it the hard way, right? Which is doing everything you're supposed to do, working hard. Life is hard if you live it the easy way, which is being a lazy piece of shit, giving into your emotions. Oh, I don't feel like doing that today. I'm just going to be lazy today. Your life's going to be very hard, a lot harder than it has to be, especially when you get older and you have no money. Number 4, stop feeling sorry for yourself. When things get hard and life starts to suck and you're not feeling as great about what you're doing as you want to feel, you can't feel sorry for yourself. Just do what you're supposed to do. Move forward. Stop worrying about how you feel. Number 5, stop worrying about everyone else. When you want to do something, stop holding yourself up. Stop wasting time trying to figure out if everybody else is doing it or trying to figure out if people think you should do it or not. Don't worry about it. Do what you're supposed to do regardless, no matter what. Number 6, understand things don't happen if you don't make them happen. The only way the things you want to get done are going to get done is if you do them. It's your job to make the schedule. It's your job to get yourself out of bed. It's your job to push yourself and force yourself to do everything you're supposed to do. Number 7, stop caring how difficult things are. If the thing is worth doing, you are not worried about how difficult it is. All that matters is, what do I got to do? Done. Got to do it. Number 8, set no limits on what you'll do to succeed. When Bob over here is willing to do 12 steps and that's it, oh, I give up. I'm not going to do anymore. I'm just going to keep working at my regular job and making regular money because it's crazy for anybody to work that hard. That's crazy. I'm not a crazy person. Mentally strong people say, oh, what do I got to do? What to make that? Okay, if I do that, I'll be rich. If I do that, I'll make $500,000 per year. Say no more, fam. Lay out the steps for me. ABC, 100 steps, that's easy. 1,000 steps, easy. Mentally strong people only focus on what they want. They don't worry about how many steps are involved or what's involved. There's no limits they set in their mind. They will keep going. Like, I know he's not a popular guy right now, but Will Smith said, if you run on a treadmill next to me, either you're going to get off first or I will die. And that's the mindset you got to have. Number 9, keep commitments to yourself. When you decide you're going to do what you want to do not give up on it. That's it. You made up your mind, you're going to follow through with it, because not only are you letting yourself down, you're letting down every person in your life that could benefit from you getting to where you want to go. Your children, your spouse, whatever it is, your parents, your family, your siblings, your friends. If you can improve people's lives by improving your life and getting people you love on the right track by accomplishing things, not only are you letting yourself down by not doing what you're supposed to do, you're letting them down too. You never know what the future holds for you unless you make things happen. And number 10, quit caring what others think. So weak-minded people, they care too much what other people think, and they allow it to stop them from getting started. So don't let caring what other people think stop you from trying to make progress in your life. Worry about what you think. Set the boundaries and rules and limitations in your mind and only focus on those things. Don't worry about what other people think. Simple as that. Follow these 10 things and you will be mentally tougher and have a stronger mind than anybody you know.